Hi everyone. So this is another foundation that I got around the same time as the ColourPop, or in the same order probably, as the ColourPop Pretty Fresh foundation. So I figured I must not have talked about this either. It's the UOMA Beauty Say Weightless Soft Matte Hydrating Foundation. This shade is White Pearl T1W. So before I do anything else, let's just take a look at the swatches real quick and then we'll come back. All right, so that is this, which is on my face, and that shade is White Pearl T1W. This is Lancome Teint Idole Ultra in 95. Which is a very different color when it's first put on. It darkens really fast. You can see that. See, it's much lighter at first. And then it dries. It's not oxidizing. It's just, it gets darker as it dries. And this one is Fenty Beauty Soft Matte, no, Filt'r, Pro Filt'r, Soft Matte. Fenty Pro Filt'r in 100. Which might dry a little bit darker. But anyway, so this is a little too dark. This is a good color for me. I mean, it's almost kind of blends into my hand once it starts drying. And this one is fine. I can wear it too. It's just, you know, the undertone of the 95, the more yellowy undertone works better for me. So this undertone is fine for me. It's just a little dark. But it's totally wearable. Why am I so cold? Jesus. Okay. So two things kind of straight off the bat, right off the bat, straight away. It does have a fragrance to it that's moderately strong. It kind of reminds me of, like, as far as not the actual smell, but the kind of potency. It's similar, I think, to the Fenty Soft Matte Pro Filt'r. The smell is different, obviously. Don't like it, but I can't smell it right now, so I don't think it lingers too badly. I think the worst, most intense smelling foundation I used was it was like an elf something finish, I think. It was like kind of a frosted bottle, square, rectangular kind of cap, rectangular glass bottle. Ooh, the fragrance in that was so strong. It was so strong, like I couldn't even put it on my face. These two are not like that. I don't like the smell of it, but it does kind of dissipate fairly quickly. But that's definitely a downside. Also, the color is a little bit dark. It's totally wearable, and I don't think it's like super obvious that it's too dark, but I can tell in basically any lighting that it is darker than my neck. Not the end of the world. Still wearable, like I said. I just tend to wear something a little bit lighter. So my current favorite foundation, which I also showed in the swatches, is this Lancome Teint Idole Ultra, which is a little bit lighter. But the undertones are kind of similar. It's just the UOMA Beauty is a little bit darker. As far as where, I mean, when I put it on, I am wearing somewhat more of a dry-ish SPF today. But it did look a little heavy, like on my upper lip and here, places that can be a little bit dry. But other than that, applying with a sponge, it applied nicely. I feel like it has a pretty nice finish. I did not set it with a powder. I had not planned on using a setting spray, but I was having so many difficulties with my eyeshadow today. I just wanted to try to like lock the matte eyeshadows into place with some setting spray, and ended up just like spraying my entire face a fair amount with the Makeup Forever, what's this one called? Mist and Fix. Which is my favorite setting spray that doesn't have alcohol in it. And so I think that's why it's looking a little bit more dewy. It had kind of like a, I would say, a natural finish, and then with the setting spray it got a little bit more dewy looking. I don't know how this wears. I've only worn it like once or twice. From what I recall, it didn't wear spectacularly, but quite honestly, quite honestly, I am so out of the habit of checking my makeup before like I take it off. I don't even know. A lot of times I'll get in the shower and be like, oh, I wonder how that foundation wore. Who knows? Who knows? So, you know, if it's anything like really, really bad or really good, I'll just put a little description, I guess, a little note somewhere on the screen or a comment or something. So the reason I did not set it was because it did feel like it had dried down. There was no like tackiness, stickiness left. And I didn't want it to look too heavy and dry. You know, sometimes that means it will wear differently. Sometimes it wears better. Sometimes foundations, for me at least, wear better if I don't set them. If they like set themselves, you know, they dry down and like seem to lock into place. Some seem to do a little bit better if I don't put anything on top of it. But then I added the setting spray, so who knows? I mean, this is really not going to be helpful or useful at all for wear. This is just more of a, here's the color, here's how it applied. That's about all I got for you. So UOMA Beauty is a Black-owned company. You can buy it at Ulta, and it is considered a prestige cosmetic brand, so not all of their coupons apply to it. So I think that's about all I have to say about this foundation. Let me know if you have any questions. If you've tried anything else from the brand that you liked or didn't like, I would love to hear it. I am kind of curious, you know, maybe, perhaps. I haven't been buying makeup, and I've kind of been enjoying not buying makeup because it's nice to not have the expense of buying makeup. And I also feel kind of bad when, you know, I have so much stuff and there's just so much stuff. But, you know, if there's anything really interesting, maybe. Yeah, so let me know if you have any experiences with it. I would love to hear from you guys. Hope you're having a great day, and I'll see you soon.